Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our channel, Couch Potato Sports Reports. And boy, am I a happy camper. He isn't, but I am.
You know what? It's a 50-50 for me. I'm upset, but somewhat happy.
Uh,
I'll dive a little bit into that after.
yeah. Oh, I am so happy. Oh my God, dude. It was so nice to finally watch them win a Super Bowl again, dude. It's been a hot minute for us. I mean, not as long for other franchises, obviously, but for us, it was a little bit. And the last Super Bowl Seahawks went to was not the greatest by any means, and is probably one of the more memed Super Bowls. But we finally beat the Patriots. Oh, glory, glory. What, what do you what do you think, Dakota? Huh?
I think that. Sorry, I'm just going back and forth in these backgrounds. I think it could have been better. We got an Amazon driver as our offensive lineman.
Will Campbell.
Yeah, good old Will Campbell. I feel for him, but at the same time, if he wasn't healthy, he shouldn't have been playing. That's just my opinion. But I think he was fine. He couldn't keep up. That rush was just too much for any team, to be honest with you.
How many pressures did he have?
He allowed, I
Allow?
believe, 17. That's a lot of pressures for one lineman to allow.
Yeah.
Our other rookie,
Oh my.
Wilson, didn't do that bad at all. He did not. No, it was just an awful game. I did think after getting that first touchdown from Drake May deep ball pass, I thought we had a chance, but then Drake May turned the ball over, and that kind of just took any
Yeah.
like life out of the air from me. But
He Drake Drake May was just getting pounded by the Seahawks front line. He didn't know what to do. He
he
was
didn't
either
know.
throwing the ball away or he was trying to hold on to the ball and try to make a play, and he'd get sacked or he'd lose yardage, I mean, it was a you could definitely tell which team was prepared better, I think.
I
I mean,
think
no
we
no
were
shot no
prepared.
shot to you
No,
guys,
no, no, and
but
that's understandable. But I think we were prepared. But at the same time, I don't think we're just a young team. You guys are young too,
yeah,
but we were just inexperienced. I mean, the only person
yeah,
that's been to a Super Bowl on our staff and on our team was Josh McDaniels. That was his 10th Super Bowl, by the way, and his play calling
that's
was
insane.
awful. And Mike Vrabel, and I don't know the other ones. I'm not sure if the other people on the staff have been to a Super Bowl or not, but I think either way, this is a this is a really
A
good
growing
experience and
pain.
good growing pain for Drake May. I'm sure when they play Seattle next year, if Drake May stays healthy and stuff, I'm hoping that they will they'll either draft some offensive linemen or they will either or sign some free agents or trade something. We really need some offensive linemen, as you can tell
You need
by
you need an
the
offensive lineman and an actual number one receiver.
clip I'm showing you right now on my screen. You got some good old Will Campbell. Just ah,
Ah
I don't
man,
even
I
know.
I mean, dude,
Look at that.
Will
This
Will Campbell was him, and I mean, the Seahawks saw that weakness on the line and just went for it just full throttle on that.
yeah.
It wasn't even fair.
It
I
was a
mean,
very big it was just not a good matchup for Will Campbell. And I just think if Drake May had a competent offensive line, I do think we probably could have either made this a close game or we could have won it. But one bad thing I was noticing from Drake May that he was stepping up into the pocket and he kept getting sacked because of that, and he cannot hold on to the ball to save his goddamn life. But hopefully
he
next
also
year,
yes. Hopefully next year he'll do a little bit better, but he also did not handle the blitz well. When earlier in the year he was able uh,
he got
to
sacked
handle the blitz a
68
lot better.
times this year. That's so bad.
Yeah, I know, but I saw a stat. I don't remember what it was, but he handled the blitz like
Terribly.
fairly well. No, he handled it
No,
well
in
in
the
the regular
playoffs. In the
season.
playoffs, he
In
sucked.
the playoffs, yes,
Regular
not very
season,
good.
that's a different story.
Regular season, he was good. And I was surprised with how much Mike McDonald blitzed. The Seahawks are, oh, they were like, I don't know if they were like whatever. I think they were like 31st or 32nd in blitzes per game. They hardly blitzed. Like, I could just
They
be
didn't
I'm
really blitz
ball.
against.
I know they don't blitz a lot.
They only put fucking four people towards Drake May most
Yeah,
of the plays.
yeah.
They didn't even blitz that much in this game, but no, they still got to Drake May and Christian Gonzalez. Oh my god, that guy had a game of his life. He's a future Super
Super.
Bowl MVP right there. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna have a Super Bowl
Oh,
catch, and
yeah.
that contract extension he's gonna get next year is gonna be fat.
But I mean, you guys couldn't do anything in the first 3 quarters. Couldn't do anything.
It's just the offensive line, Drake. I mean, I.
Dude, I don't. Drake May didn't really do much till the fourth quarter. He
No,
was,
he had the most ever. He had the most yards ever from a quarterback in the fourth quarter, which was 235 yards, I believe, which is
yeah,
crazy.
he was held to 60 yards, dude, in the
It's
first 3 quarters.
and that's not entirely his fault. The coaching staff did not seem prepared at all. I thought
No.
Josh McDaniels would have made some adjustments and stuff to the offensive line to help Will Campbell, but he just left Will Campbell on an island by himself and didn't do anything for him, which really, really killed the game plan. You know, it's just if you're a coach,
I also think it had to do with the Mike McDonald scheme. His scheme.
his scheme
Oh,
is pretty
that
good. I mean,
yes, this scheme. I mean, he was able to just he made Drake May look like Jared Stidham. I mean,
Jarrett
hey, no
Stidham,
offense to Drake May, dude,
no,
but
I mean he's a
Drake
23-year-old
May just
kid. It's a big stage
yeah,
for a
exactly.
23-year-old kid. I expected him to have a pretty bad playoff. I don't care. I mean, he played all top
I
10 or top 5 defensive this whole playoff.
yeah.
So, you know,
He had a really good. I mean, he was making throws, and then sometimes he was just looked like he would make amazing throws, and the next thing you know, he's holding on to the ball for like 5, 6 seconds, and he's getting sacked because his pocket awareness was not very good. He was waiting way too long, and he needed to throw the ball away a lot sooner.
like the clip I'm watching
And
right now, if he had a good offensive line and if he didn't step up right there, he would have Demario Douglas on that cutting route right there. I don't know. And your special teams, dude. Holy crap. I wanted to fucking. I don't even know, man. Your special teams is pretty damn special. Let's just say that you
yeah,
got
we
that little
got Jay Harbaugh,
that
there, dude.
freaking Aussie you have back there kicking that ball knows how to kick balls. You know, it's just I don't.
Yes,
He
he
knows when to
had a
place
chance to
them.
win Super Bowl MVP.
He
I
did,
was
but
happy with Ken Walker winning it. He should have had that touchdown if there wasn't for the whole if it wasn't for the holding.
mm,
And but I mean he had an incredible game. I think he deserved the MVP because he was the main reason why we were even able to kick those field goals in the first place. I mean,
exactly, yeah.
he had 90 yards in the first half. Like
I will say,
he,
without those big Kenneth Walker runs, I don't. I mean, without those
he had
Kenneth
a
Walker
lot
runs,
though.
I
He
do.
had a lot.
He did. But
He had
without
a lot of
those,
first downs.
he did, yeah. Yeah, no, my final thought for the Patriots is that I think it was a good growing experience, a good learning experience for them. I'm sure they'll be back in it. I'm hoping, you know, as a Patriot fan, I want them to be
I
back in
think
it.
you guys will definitely make the playoffs.
I'm hoping next year we're gonna have the second hardest or third hardest schedule of the league. I think the Patriots, if we upgrade our offensive line and get like a wide receiver one, and maybe get Max Crosby, who knows? Because we have all these draft picks, we're ready to get rid of them. Be fair, we don't draft very well unless it's Christian Gonzalez or Drake May. So I don't. Our last good draft pick was Drake May, or who was our pick? I mean, we had Will Campbell this year, but he really wasn't that good. He's not. He has not proven to be
Right.
that good. But I do
I
think.
gotta. Yeah, sorry.
No,
You
it's
go. My bad.
here. I'm gonna finish my thought with this.
Okay.
I hate that we didn't win, but I still love how much we improved by 10 wins this year. That's all I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna cap it
Yeah.
off by.
I'm just gonna throw some praise at the guy that was able to make the Seahawks roster, John Schneider, the first ever GM to win 2 Super Bowls with 2 different head coaches, 2 completely different staffs, 2 completely different rosters. Not a single person on that team was on the last Super Bowl team. And I mean, that just throws, so much praise towards him. He was so good this year. Like drafting wise. I mean, he was able to draft so many young guys that were key contributors to this Super Bowl run they went on. And I mean, not a lot of people are leaving either. And Seahawks have the 6th most cap in the league this year, so they're going to be able to retain most of their players. They're going to be able to go out there, draft some new players. Hopefully, they nail those players, and they're going to go out there and try to get a free agent, maybe trade somebody. I don't know yet, but I'm excited to see what happens in the offseason.
And
And
I will
yeah,
say though, one good thing about the Super Bowl, I think the halftime show was okay.
yeah, it's
You know,
okay. Yeah,
it was a vibe. Got Pedro Pascal in the background vibing out.
Deja
Got
Basket on
Cardi
the
B in the background
side.
who dumped Stephon Diggs after this game. That's how atrocious his game was. Um, but yeah, no, that's one of the good things that came out of the Super Bowl too. But now we're gonna talk about
Yeah.
some predictions for next year.
Yes. All right, we're gonna start off with the AFC and AFC East.
I'll do the AFC
Um,
East. How about that? Because my
yeah.
team's on
No,
it.
no, we can just talk about it together. I mean, we
Okay.
don't really.
All right.
I think depending on what happens this year, I think it's obviously between 2 teams, and that's the New England Patriots and the Buffalo
The Jets,
Bills.
Jets and Miami are not doing jack against.
No, Miami might be a good defensive team because
They
they
were
didn't they
not
just
good
hire
last
an
year at
what didn't
all.
they just hire a new defensive head coach though?
They did, but I be honest with you, never heard of his name in my life. I thought they were gonna like take a look at Kevin Stefanski or something
No.
like that, but or like
That,
John
but
Harbaugh.
they're rebuilding because they're gonna draft probably. I would assume. I would hope a quarterback.
Well, there's
Maybe
not
not
very
this draft, next draft.
yeah, this year's draft just only has like two decent quarterbacks. If Trinidad would put his name in the in the draft, I think that would be good for him because I think he'd be a really good serviceable quarterback. And I don't know if you know who Trinidad is, but he's the Ole Miss quarterback this year.
Okay, yeah.
But he's trying to get a 6 year worth of eligibility from the NCAA.
Jesus Christ.
But they had a court hearing today. I don't know how that went, but um,
Yeah,
I
but
don't know why he
they're gonna
doesn't
be
put his name in the
rebuilding.
draft and just he'd be a really good serviceable bridge quarterback or maybe a franchise quarterback. You never know. Um,
Yeah, I
but
I I could see Miami trying to get a free agent quarterback because I think the only good one
they
isn't it
could probably
Malik
try to get
Willis.
no. They got Kirk Cousins. He got released by the Atlanta
Oh
Falcons,
yes, Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins might be a good platoon
but
quarterback for this
he's a
year.
little bit worth more than the minimum in my opinion. He's still a decent quarterback. He had a
I've also
positive record
seen
last year with the Falcons.
yeah, I know. I've also seen Minnesota.
Yeah, I could see him going back to Minnesota too for JJ McCarthy,
Yeah,
but JJ McCarthy is absolute dog crap. I don't know.
yeah,
He's not
yeah. But
very good.
I think if the Bills' uh, new head coach is as good as Josh Allen wants him to be, I think they could muster out
I think
or muster the division.
the hiring's gonna be a disaster for the Bills.
It might be, it might
It's
not be.
gonna
You
be a
never know.
Gerard Mayo type of disaster. I
I
don't know.
I think their
They're not.
defense will be a lot worse though, for sure.
They're not gonna get 4 wins. They're gonna make the playoffs by a hair. I don't know. They might have 10 to 11 wins this year, but I do think, in my opinion, that the I don't know that division's gonna be hard for the Patriots or Bills to win it. My opinion, I think the Bills might win it. Sadly, by just like a game or so. But if the Patriots can demolish them on defense, which
Yeah.
they did in the first game. I don't know.
I don't trust the Bills as much,
Nobody
but
does.
I mean there's always Josh Allen on your team, Josh Allen, if there's a will, there's a way.
Playoff
I could
choker
see them
Josh
being
Allen.
I could see them being like the Dallas Cowboys this year where they have a really good offense
But
if
their
they are
defense is
able
going to take a
to
step back,
yeah, yeah.
more of a
I
step
could
back than it was
see
last year.
if they are able to get a wide receiver one that isn't Keon Coleman. I know he's not the
Who
wide
was the
receiver
head
one.
coach's decision? Just to let you
Yeah,
guys know, it wasn't Sean McDermott, but he took the fall, and I feel bad for him because he's been there for 10 years, and he just gets tossed to the curb
yeah.
because their owner is a dipshit. I don't care what anybody says. Their owner, I don't. He's a dipshit. You blamed everything on the
They,
fucking head coach, Sean McDermott. He did
hmm
nothing to do that. He did nothing
Oh
with that
yeah.
team. He
He
brought that team from
yeah,
a struggling franchise like the Jets up to a winning
yeah.
organization like it is now. But I don't know. I think it's
Yeah,
just
but
horseshit.
I think New England could easily win that division again.
I don't know. We're gonna have a hard
Maybe not
schedule.
easily, but a good chance. I'm gonna be honest. I think whoever comes out of that division isn't going to have a lot of wins.
No, I think
I
the
think
highest amount of wins I think in that division this year
11
is
or
probably
10,
11 or 10 if we're lucky 12.
10 or
But
11, 11,
I
10.
think
Yeah.
11 or 10 will be good enough to make the playoffs in the AFC East, but that's because of how hard I mean the Patriots schedule is going to be hard, but I mean if they get a
Yeah.
legitimate wide receiver one and if Drake May can, nurse that shoulder cuz I'm pretty sure that shoulder was injured cuz that deep throw that he had, remember that one that was really underthrown? Like it was in
To
the it
to
was when they
Julian Love
yeah, well, I believe no,
intercepted.
yeah, the Julian Love one, yeah, the
No,
first one that he
that
threw.
that that he had a bunch of hands in his face, Dakota. He had no idea
Yeah,
where he
but
was
he
throwing the
usually
ball.
throws it harder than that. He never underthrows it like that, and that's the problem. I do believe that his shoulder was a little injured, but at the same time, that we were just
He
completely
stepped up in the
outmatched.
pocket for that, Dakota. I think there might have been a technical error there. I don't think that was an arm injury on that play.
And well, he had to get it. He had a shot in his shoulder before the game, but we'll go along
Uh-huh.
with that. He was having
All right,
shoulder issues.
on to the AFC North. Um, New head coach for the Steelers. What's his name? McCarthy, right?
Yep. Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy. I can't remember what his first name was. I forgot. His name. I mean, he's a okay head coach. Super Bowl winner, but if if Aaron Rodgers is coming back, I don't
I
see
think
this
that's
team.
going to be a really good tire for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know why. I just feel like Mike McCarthy is going to bring that franchise back with the offense because their offense for the past 10 to 7 years or 10 to
It's
12
because of
years.
Aaron Rodgers, dude. Aaron Rodgers was awful. He was injured
No,
like
he
a
wasn't
lot.
awful last year. He helped that offense. I mean, Aaron
Well, I mean,
Rodgers is not that good of a player like he used
to
to be,
his
but he
okay,
really
okay,
helped that
sorry,
offense
sorry.
last
To
year.
his standards, he was awful. Okay,
He's 42 and he's not like Tom
I
Brady. He
know,
doesn't stay in
I
shape like Tom
know.
Brady ever did. I mean,
I know. I'm just saying, to his standards, he was not very good.
yeah.
And I think he's not going to get any better. He's only going to decline.
No, I don't think they
I,
should re-sign Rodgers. I think they should go with the second-year player Will Howard to see how that will go. Just have a
yeah.
bridge year. Who knows what happens? I know they want to continue that streak of winning records, but at the same time, you need
Yeah,
to
no, they need
restart
to
as a
rebuild.
franchise one year. They can't be making the playoffs at 9-8 every single year. That gets
I
annoying as a
know I
fan.
know I know TJ Watt would hate that,
You
but
know, and I could see
they
T.J. Watt getting traded one day.
traded.
But
Yeah.
that whole defense needs a revamp because that defense was the highest paid defense in the league last year, and they still suck. Jalen Ramsey's getting old. He's not the same player he used to be. He probably will be getting.
Yeah, no.
He'll be a
They need
cut
to
candidate.
they need to sell high on some players, get the draft picks that they know they can get, and just refresh. Start a refresh. New era. The Tomlin era is gone. You guys haven't won a Super Bowl since Big Ben was there. I know that's not a long time ago since Big Ben retired, but it's been a while since you guys won a Super Bowl. Um, and when the Steelers, who were, the staple of winning at one point, this is not what you want. Mediocrity is not something you want. As a fan, it's cool to go, "Oh my God, we won, what is it, like 16 or 17 years in a, or is it more than that? How many years in a row have they gone um
Um, I think it's
without a
like
losing record?"
I think it's
Tom
like
Tomlin
18
never had a losing
years.
record, did he?
I don't know. He never had a losing record with the Steelers.
Yeah. I mean, he's a Hall of Fame coach. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I mean, he's a Super Bowl champion. He could have been a two-time Super Bowl champion if they won the AFC in 2010. I feel like they had a good chance to win it back then. But I mean, you guys, they've just been mediocre. They've had since they won the Super Bowl, they've had 2 seasons over 11 wins. Oh, sorry, 3 seasons. I miss. Oh, wait. 4 seasons. 4 seasons with 12 or more wins. I miscounted one of them. That's my fault. But I mean, yeah, I don't think they're gonna win the division. I think they just need a hard reset, and I think it's gonna be between the rest of the teams. Honestly, I think the Browns have maybe not a better shot. It depends on where the Steelers want to go with this. If they want to rebuild, then I think they'll be at the bottom of the division. If they don't want to rebuild, I think they'll be third.
Did you
'Cause-
see the there's this new video going around today on the internet of Joey Porter. Do you remember Joey Porter? He played for the Steelers a little bit ago with Ben Roethlisberger
yes,
and stuff. You know how Ben Roethlisberger was talking a little bit bad about Mike Tomlin and stuff.
yeah.
Um, I'm gonna play a video clip audio and just don't talk for a little bit.
That's the one I don't
The
understand as
shit
much.
that Seven did. Seven definitely broke the brotherhood because, like,
That's the one I don't
the
understand as
shit
much.
that Seven did that we don't talk
Yeah,
about
I know.
is crazy. Like out of anybody should talk, he should never grab a microphone and really talk Steeler business. Yeah. Because if we talking Steeler business,
yeah.
his ass is foul of all foul. Like the shit that he's did is foul of all foul. He's not a good teammate. Won the Super Bowl with him, but the person.
Now, all I'm gonna say to that, I don't. You should probably look it up real quick, honestly, because he was
What is
calling,
it?
he was accusing Ben Roethlisberger of being a really bad teammate, and he was just ripping Ben Roethlisberger and saying that it's not a very nice. He's just I would look it up and everything, but I played the whole audio clip or at least some of it on the video. So and everything.
What's his name again?
Joey Porter goes off on Ben Roethlisberger. But all I'm gonna say about that is that Joey Porter, I know your son plays for the Steelers and everything, but without Ben Roethlisberger, you would not have that Super Bowl ring. And that's for you to talk that bad of your quarterback that brought you all that success and everything. I think Ben Roethlisberger and Rodney Harrison should be able to talk as much crap as they want to. They carry that franchise for 20 years. And without them, that franchise is absolutely nothing except before them. They were a really good team before that, but without Ben Roethlisberger, they're nothing in the modern era. And it's just
And that's why I think now, they haven't found a long-term quarterback since Big Ben left. I mean, Rodgers isn't there for
what
the
are we
long
talking
term.
about? They
He's there
had
for the
Mitch
short term.
Trubisky. He's Mitch Trubisky, dude.
Oh, what do you know about GOAT Mason Rudolph, man, or Kenny Pickett for that matter?
Little dented head, Mason Rudolph, dude, from
Yeah.
Myles Garrett, dude. Hell yeah.
No, freaking. I think the Ravens take the division. I don't think more than one team from the AFC North makes it to the playoffs. The Bengals, oh my God, if they could just get Joe Burrow some fudging goddamn help on the offensive line, he could be so good.
A dime. He's gonna end up getting traded to the freaking Rams. I'm already imagining it, dude. This is probably Matt Stafford's last year, and he's probably just gonna get traded, Joe Burrow, to the Rams for a whole bunch of stuff. Because the Bengals don't like spending money. The only time they spent money was on Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow and T. Higgins. They don't spend money. They don't fire their head coaches, which I think Zach Taylor should have been fired a long time ago, but they don't fire.
It's so stupid how he's still there. I think Zach Taylor should have been gone well before Kevin Stefanski on the Browns. That's all I'm gonna say.
For real. I mean, Kevin Stefanski should have never been fired. I don't care. Cleveland Browns are
You
just a
know,
dysfunctional franchise, and they're not going to win anything.
but the Browns didn't. I mean, they sucked, but I mean, they're building on something. They have a good defense.
That's
You
it.
know,
If
if
they
they
don't
can
have
get
a good
if they,
offense. They have Jared
yeah, but
Dewey,
if they
dude.
they,
That's all
they have
got.
2 young guys that are looking okay. You know, they have a good tight end coming up. They have a good running back. If they could just stop the quarterback cycle, if that's all they need, if they could just get one guy that could be okay. Like, you don't need him to throw a bunch of touchdowns. You just need him to be a game manager. That's all you need. That defense could be so good. I'm sure they're a few signings away from being like a really good defense. I mean, who did they sign as their coach? I forget.
Let me look it up real quick.
I know they signed in-house, I believe.
Todd Monken. That is the name of their head coach.
Yep.
Who I'm not sure about.
I have no
he
idea
seems
who
like a
he
vibe,
is.
honestly, but I'm pretty sure he already had a chance to head coach in the NFL.
Yeah.
And he did not pan out. So he
But
just turned 60 years old. He's one of the older head coaches this year.
they just need a quarterback that can. I mean,
think
if
Shador's gonna do
Shador,
good. I think
they just need to go with Shador. That's what they need to do.
they should have did that last year instead of noodle arm Dylan Gabriel. I mean,
they also have Deshaun Watson. I don't know if they're gonna release
I'm
him.
pretty no. There he has too much of a cap hit. He's in there. He's not. He's just gonna be sitting at. He's just gonna be sitting at home. He'll be the emergency quarterback. I know they said that they're gonna have a quarterback competition to start the year, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna be between either if they draft the quarterback in this year's draft or just Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders.
If Deshaun could play and he could play healthy, I wouldn't mind him as the quarterback. But he has so much shit going on with him, so I don't even know if he's mentally there.
He just settled his last lawsuit.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
maybe
mean,
he'll be
still
back,
mentally.
but he's coming back from an Achilles tear, and he hasn't been elite since 2019, since the first sexual, the allegation came out,
Yes.
the first one. He has not been the same, and I can't believe I
No.
wanted him on the Patriots at one time. I wanted him instead of Cam Newton. I still liked Cam Newton, but
The Browns are just cursed, dude. It's so bad.
no,
They got rid of Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield and let him, let him get
Baker
healthy.
Mayfield. I mean, obviously, like, they got rid of him because he was starting to suck, but that wasn't his fault.
That was
It
a
was
labrum
them.
issue.
I know, and they brought him back too soon, and and
And I'm sure that
know.
labrum issue affected him this year too, and that's why they didn't make the playoffs, because he started off the year as an MVP caliber quarterback, and then he started falling off after he's getting injured and stuff. Baker Mayfield would be helping that team so much with the Browns, but they lost their receivers. They don't have any receivers anymore. The Browns only have
a
Jerry
tight end.
Jeudy. They have Judkins on, who's a really good running back. I will say that.
Yes, they have some young guys. If they can draft well at the wide receiver position, that would be helpful. I think they have I think isn't their offensive line like bad.
Their offensive lines are like one of the best offensive line in the
Oh,
league.
really?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's
shit.
one of the better ones. It's way better than the Patriots. We were
If
not
they
able to
could
get any
get if they
pressure on
could get
Dylan.
just some wide receiver help, run it with Shador, see how far he gets you. You're not contending. You're going. If he can get you to the playoffs, then fine. But just play for the pick. Just play for it.
I think they should trade Myles Garrett. I don't. He's just wasting his career. He
I
turned
know.
30, man.
He wants to stay. He wants to stay a Brown.
He's
though.
loyal, but at the same time, he's wasting his career there. Like, I get that
He
love
had the
being
chance to
Cleveland
leave.
and stuff. Yeah, the Patriots tried to I will give the Patriots front office some credit for this year. They tried to trade for Myles Garrett, but they wanted, I think, 2 first rounds and a third round pick and a second.
Oh,
That's
dude,
a lot.
his value's only gone up. He's probably worth 3 first rounders
but
right
I'm
now.
sure the older
Which is
he
crazy
gets,
for a
harder it's gonna be to
30-year-old.
trade him for his. I think he shouldn't have signed that contract extension, and he should have just
No.
tested free agency, because I'm sure either the Patriots or either like Seahawks or somebody would have given him millions upon millions of dollars. Like I would say probably
Oh yeah.
250 to 300 million dollars for a full, I think probably 6-year contract. That's a lot of money, but I think Myles Garrett
Yeah.
tossed it out the window after signing that extension with the Browns.
Oh, yeah.
That's where he messed
I
up.
think he could definitely sign. I think what he might be a Brown lifer, but he might try to win a ring later in his career, because I think he's still gonna play for like another 5+ years. I think, barring any injuries, of course.
I don't know, man.
Um,
I think the lifespan of a line, or like, I don't know. I keep what
it
position
really
does he play?
it really depends. It really depends.
If he stays healthy, that's fine. But if he has a JJ
He's
Watt kind of
he's
like,
been a help besides the beginning of his career. He's been a healthy
that is
defensive
true.
end.
But the older you get, the easier it is for you
Yes,
to get
obviously.
injured, and
But that's not the case for everybody. Everybody's different, you know?
it is. It's
I
true.
mean,
He
look
stays
at
healthy as hell. But JJ Watt stayed healthy, but he had a heart issue to end his career, and he had to end his career a little bit
Yeah.
earlier than he wanted to. But you never, I just,
Yeah, you
he's
never
gonna
know.
be another JJ Watt, another TJ Watt. Like these are 3 players that should have been traded along like early in their career, so they could have won a ring, but they just didn't
Yeah.
do it because they're
But
too loyal.
loyalty goes a long way with some people. And when you're loyal to a fan base like this, you stay there.
I know.
JJ
but,
Watt wasn't loyal. He
JJ
did
Watt
leave.
was loyal.
He was
just
loyal
he had
too.
he
was
got fed up.
loyal.
He's
Yes,
an
he was.
ambassador for the Texans now though. Like he's still
Yeah.
he still does stuff.
He
for the
was
Texans.
loyal to until the end. I mean, he
put
he
up
was
for as much.
he was there
bull crap
forever.
that time.
Yeah.
He put up as much as he could, and then they just weren't going anywhere. They made the playoffs, I think, 2 years in a row with Deshaun. Then the last year, he just said, "F it, I'm going to go to Arizona."
He left in 2020.
Arizona was actually a pretty decent team at the time. Kyler Murray went to the playoffs that year with JJ Watt, and they
Yeah,
had
and
a
then
chance,
when he
but-
got there, they did not play that well.
no, and he kept getting injured too. So, but I feel bad for Myles Garrett. He's not winning anything right now. I mean, maybe they'll be the next Patriots, but I think my Patriot pick and the Seahawks pick, like to take a bit like a surprise team to double the win total. I think that's going to be the Raiders next year. How many wins did they have last year? 2.
Oh, we didn't even pick. We went on the AFC North for a while.
Yeah,
I think the Baltimore Ravens are going to win the division.
Yeah, it's either
Lamar's
the
coming back
Ravens or
healthy.
I think the Bengals honestly could do it. They got the receiving core.
They
It's
could,
just Joe
dude, but
Burrow's got to
it's-
stay healthy, and it's
Yeah.
also because of
if
the
he doesn't
offensive
stay
line.
healthy, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers have a chance too, if depending on how their season goes. I really only think one team's coming out of that division, though.
The Ravens,
I don't see-
obviously. I could, yeah, I know. I
I
mean,
mean, it's not obvious. They
Joe
didn't make the
Burrow's
playoffs
one
last year.
injury away from being the next Andrew Luck. Dude just turned 30, and he's one injury away from retiring, just like
Mhm.
Andrew Luck did. But my pick's also the Ravens or the Bengals, one of those two.
Yeah.
But my firm pick is gonna be the Ravens because they're gonna be the most healthiest team, hopefully, unless Lamar requests a trade and he makes that a whole scene because he wants a contract extension.
Yeah.
All right, and now we're gonna
Okay,
go
you go to-
where the Chiefs and
Want to go to the South
Yeah.
or what? Oh, West, AFC West.
West,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
So
Alright, so that's the Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders.
my pick for
I
the
think-
most
Yeah,
improved
yeah.
team, double their wins. How many wins did the Raiders have this year? 2 or
Well,
3?
I mean, it's really easy to double their wins when they
No,
only have 3.
I think with Mendoza as their quarterback, I do think that they're gonna have 6 wins this year, and I know that's not really like a lot, but like that's an improvement for the Raiders. I think
Oh yeah.
either 6 or
Clint-
8, 6 or 8 wins is I think, or 6 or 8 wins is I think the minimum.
Yeah.
that they
I have to say, Clint Kubiak is a hell of a offensive mastermind. I mean, look what he did with Sam Darnold. I mean,
didn't really show it
Mendoza-
in the Super Bowl.
No,
but
he did-
it's
no,
because
but
he
he
was
did-
sidetracked. I'm not going to put that against
He did
him.
it in the NFC Championship. That's all I got.
That was some beautiful offense. I watched that game and it was beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, I think Clint Kubiak's drooling at the fact that he's going to be able to coach Mendoza and have Ashton Genty when he's a run first offensive coordinator. Oh my God. They're going to draft probably heavily in the offensive line department because they had one of the worst in the league.
Yeah, but they got to do something about that receiving core. That receiving core.
Yes,
has
they gotta
nobody.
get they just got rid of everybody they had. So
And I
'cause,
do
I mean,
think
the
they're
only
gonna. I do think they're gonna trade Max Crosby. Max Crosby already said to Tom Brady, "I don't want to play another single snap." He said he'll retire
yeah.
before he
I don't know where
plays
he's
another
gonna
snap.
go. He could go anywhere. He's gonna go to a contender though for
I
sure.
will say he did say he wants to play for
Yeah,
Vrabel.
okay, whatever, buddy. Yeah, but the the Raiders last year. Oh yeah, I forgot they have Brock Bowers. Jeez, how am I forgetting that? They have Brock Bowers.
He's
So,
the only receiver they got, and he had a
oh,
down
they
year this
also
year,
have
didn't he?
Trey Tucker. I have no, or
Tucker.
Trey Tucker. Chuck. I want to say Tucker. I'm
You hungry? You
stupid.
think of turkey?
He's no, but he'll be like a good wide receiver 2 or 3. He had 697 yards or 96 yards. Sorry.
That's not bad.
Um,
That's like
no.
a Matt Collins type of
Brock,
player.
and Brock Bowers was injured. He only played 12 games total and only started 8. You know, I
They
mean,
also have
he had
another
680
tight end.
yards.
I can't remember his name, but what's their other tight end's name?
Oh yes,
'Cause he's
it's
also
Michael
a,
Mayer. Michael Mayer.
he's
Yes,
also
they
a
have a
pretty
good.
decent tight end right there too. He's like a tight end receiver type.
I mean,
Patriots tried to trade for him earlier in the season, that didn't work.
I think Geno Smith might get cut, but I
He's
also
either
don't
gonna get
think
cut
he
or he's
will.
gonna be the backup.
I think he's gonna back up and he's gonna mentor
Honestly,
Mendoza.
I could see Geno Smith starting the year for instead of
Yes,
Mendoza because
I could as
I
well.
would if I was a head coach in the NFL, I'm one of those head coaches to start the veteran over the rookie and let the rookie just sit for a little bit and be be like the veteran's
Yes.
mentor. But if the veteran starts playing as bad, it's like Jacoby. If the veteran starts playing bad enough, I'm just gonna put the rookie in and just let him go
Yeah.
ball out for his first year, and then let the second year be his full rookie season. In my opinion, that's what I would.
Yeah, but I
That's
mean,
the
they
philosophy I
need a solid wide receiver 1, but I think they just need obviously they need to overhaul that offensive
This
line. That
this
was one of
draft
the
is
worst
full of
offensive line.
receivers. I'm sure they could
I
probably
know.
find one.
Oh, and I'm
receiver,
sure Clint
especially
Kubiak will try to.
Exactly.
And I bet you they're gonna try to trade Max Crosby for
For
picks
some
that
picks,
he
yeah.
can
They're gonna be
that he
the
can
OK.
draft.
I feel like they're gonna be like the OKC version of the NFL.
They have some pieces to trade. I mean, they have good backup quarterbacks. They have Aiden O'Connell, who's a good backup.
He
They
was
have
decent when he started for them, I thought.
yeah, but he got injured, and after the injury that he had, he kind of sucked after
Yeah, the
that.
Cam
His
Newton moment.
Yeah, I mean, he was okay. He was never like
Wasn't he was
amazing.
he was a bridge quarterback.
They also have Kenny Pickett as well, which I forgot about.
Little small hand Kenny Pickett.
Small hands, Kenny Pickett. Super Bowl champ, Kenny
That's
Pickett.
true. That's true. You know who can't say they're the Super Bowl champ?
Who?
The Patriots.
Yeah, no, but they have. I'd be excited if I'm Clint Kubiak because you have Ashton Denty, Brock Bowers, and Michael Mayer and Trey Tucker, who's I think could easily be his stats could easily go up. And I mean, obviously you're getting Mendoza.
Isn't Trey Tucker like a really old receiver?
He's only 24. He's got an old name. But yeah, I think the Raiders could definitely up their wins. I don't know when Patrick Mahomes is coming back, but
I hope the Patriots play them before he comes back. That's what I hope.
I don't know when he's coming back, but man, the Chiefs are interesting to even talk about.
I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs again.
I think they have a chance, but with the Chargers, the Chargers getting Mike McDaniels.
Oh, that offense is gonna be deadly.
As the
because their offensive
their
line,
offensive
if they can stay
line, yeah.
healthy, is like one
If
of
they
the
could
best.
stay healthy, dude. If they could stay healthy, they're the best in the AFC West. I think Denver's losing out on a couple guys. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure
Denver's
on
gonna
that.
lose some
Obviously,
players, and honestly, I could care less about Denver. They can screw up. I hope they. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
yeah, I don't know. They'll be good. I think they make the playoffs over the Chiefs, but I think they easily AFC could have 3 teams come out of AFC West could easily have 3 teams come out of it. Chargers, Broncos, Chiefs. I think that's the only division where you could get everyone out of it.
Yeah.
Or everyone except the Raiders, obviously.
Mendoza, I
yeah.
think, is gonna ball out though.
I really think this is
He's a
I really
smart
think
guy.
this is the year for fuck. God damn it, what's his name? Justin Herbert. Why did I blank on that?
Oh, Justin Herbert. Yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah, no, I think this is finally the year he wins a playoff game. I really
maybe.
think so.
Unless he plays the Patriots
I
defense
think
again, and then
if their offensive line can stay healthy, I know their defense is already good. If their offensive
I
line
don't
can
know.
stay
They lost
healthy,
their
they
defensive
could.
coordinator to the Ravens head coaching job, so I
Yes,
don't
but
know.
as long as they have a competent
Because
coach
it
on
does
the
matter who
defensive,
calling those plays because the Patriots
it does. You're
had
absolutely right.
a really like he was a good defensive player for the Patriots a long time ago, and then he just sucked calling plays, and we had like one of the worst defenses last year. So you just got to be careful with who you hire as a defensive coordinator.
You
I
got to have
don't.
a competent guy.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
isn't John is it John or Jim? It's Jim.
Jim Harbaugh, yeah.
Isn't he a defensive or offensive coach? He's a defensive coach, isn't he?
I think he's more of an offensive coach
Oh,
because
I thought he was defense.
no, he was a quarterback.
Oh yeah, no, I forget about that. Yeah, he was a quarterback for Michigan
John's the defensive one.
and Chargers.
Jim's the
That Giant
offensive
team's
one.
gonna be
I'm
pretty
pretty
good
sure.
this year.
We still got to talk about the AFC South.
Yeah, I got the Chargers winning in that division, and then
Oh, you got the Chargers in the
Denver
AFC
number
West. Yeah,
2, Kansas City
yeah,
number 3, and then the Raiders obviously number
yeah.
4.
Yes,
It's just
I agree with that. I think
if Pat Mahomes doesn't come healthy, I don't think he's gonna be healthy to start the season, and if he's not, I don't think they're gonna be able to win, and especially with their cap space situation. It's just
this might be a good year to
lay
a
it
good
off.
2-year reset.
Yeah, just I know Andy Reid's
And
not
they
getting
might
injured, but
lose. Is Travis Kelce coming back this season?
he hasn't confirmed it yet, but I think most likely he probably will. But I don't know why he doesn't just run off into the sunset. He's got a billionaire wife. Just go run off in
Yeah,
the sunset and get married. They're getting married this summer, so I don't
yeah.
get why he doesn't just
He might
retire.
announce it at some point.
He's already got the rings. What else does he have to approve? He is one of the best tight ends in history. So I mean,
If not the best.
no, Gronk's the best if he didn't keep getting injured. But no, he's still the best. Gronk is, and then Travis Kelce, or no, Tony Gonzalez number 2, and then Travis Kelce is number 3.
Tony Gonzalez.
He's a top
Tony
three,
Gonzalez.
top 3
All
tight
right.
end.
Yeah. AFC South. I think the Titans take a big. That's another team I think could
Titans
easily
are gonna
double their
be
wins.
another Patriots. I'm telling you that right now. Robert Saleh
Nah.
is
Oh my God, Robert Saleh
and
is
Brian
a
Dable.
great.
Oh,
Yeah, Robert Saleh is a great locker room setter. I mean, the Jets were fun to watch when he was there.
yeah, they were actually a competent team, especially with defense
Yeah.
and everything. I mean,
Until the later point, obviously.
and I don't think Zach Wilson was that terrible with the Jets. He had no
He was
help.
bad. He was bad though.
Yeah, well,
He was bad. He was bad. He made a lot of bad decisions.
Adam Gase should have never won that game. You know who won that game to make them not be able to get Trevor Lawrence? Sam Darnold. You can thank Sam Darnold for the downfall of the Jets. When they won that game against
you know
the
what?
Raiders.
He deserved it, dude. The Jets treated him.
The Jets screwed him over, dude. And I wish Sam Darnold was one of those players that would talk shit about their ex teams, but he's not.
No, he doesn't.
He's a humble
He's
guy.
a really nice guy.
He's a really humble
Yeah.
guy, smart guy, and everything. But if I was him, dude, I'd talk so much shit about the fucking Jets.
I think the way it's gonna go is I think Jacksonville stays the same.
Gonna run away with it. I do think it's a toss up between the Colts and Texans. If the Colts can figure out their quarterback situation, like if Danny Dimes never got injured, I do think they would have stayed in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, but they definitely would have. They brought Phillip Rivers back from the dead, so I mean.
And I will say that he did play decent. Phillip Rivers did. So
I won't knock him.
For somebody that hasn't played in 5 years, he played phenomenal with a noodle arm. So, but I think it's a toss up between the Texans and Colts. I think the Texans will be carried by the defense.
Yeah, but I also think that I think the Titans have a chance, depending on how Cam Ward looks and if they can draft a capable wide receiver. I think they could. Yeah, I know, but he's
get injured.
He's I think they have a chance to. I don't think the Titans have a chance to make the playoffs, but I think they have a chance at making the 3 seed. 3 seed for the
three
South.
seed. They could
They
maybe
they could. I think they could make a push for
like that defense is gonna play like a real
playoffs.
defense again. Like their defense took a step
Yeah.
back. They had L'Jarius Sneed on that team. Like that defense is so much more better than what it actually played like last year. So
Yeah.
I got
I think Jacksonville wins
that's
it,
gonna
and then
be a
I think
tough division.
I think it will. But
Jacksonville's in the bad one,
I
though.
think the Colts are gonna come last though. I think it's gonna go Jacksonville, Houston, Tennessee, Indianapolis. I don't trust the next quarterback because
Riley
they
Leonard's pretty decent.
Dakota they blew it. I mean,
They
did you see their
but
schedule?
I don't know why they didn't start Riley Leonard. I mean, I know he was injured for one of them, but they
They
kept starting
won.
Phillip Rivers, and he's not a quarterback to start. He was like supposed to be an emergency quarterback, in my opinion. I would have
Yeah.
never started him unless it was my last chance.
So they lost 4, 5, 6, 7.
You know, they were
7 games in a row.
they were 8-2, I think, or 8-3, and then
They lost 7 games in a row to end the season. They
Patriots no
literally just
longer
had to win
have
a couple of games.
Patriots no
I-
longer have a defensive coordinator.
Oh, he just leave?
No, he got so the one that was actually calling the defensive plays all season was what was his name? His last name was Core. Nick Cure, I think that's it. Oh, hold on. Let me see.
Oh, Vrabel also calls the plays.
No, he
I
wasn't
didn't
calling
know that.
anything though. Patriots coaching staff. Let me look this
Yeah,
up.
anyway, I think that I don't trust the Colts at all. I think they're going to be last in the division. I think Tennessee steps up a little bit, and I think the first two are going to stay the same. And when you're ready, we're going to talk about the NFC.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alrighty. We'll sorry. We'll start off with
Zach
the
Cure. I was thinking of Nick Kerr
Zach Cure.
from the Warriors coaching.
All right, we'll start off with the NFC East.
NFC East. Let's see.
That's Philly, Dallas, Washington, New York.
Cowboys. I feel that's also going to be a tough.
This is a tough
too.
division to.
I think if the Commanders are healthy and if they stay healthy, they're going to be number 1. Eagles number 2, because I don't think that if they trade AJ Brown at all this offseason, that team's going to take a step back offensively.
Obviously they're hiring a new offensive coordinator, but I don't trust their offense, and aren't they losing people on defense this year? Hold on, let me just double check that before I say anything.
I would like to formally thank the Eagles for Milton Williams. I love that guy. He's a pretty good guy. Pretty cool. The Giants are another team that I think could be like the Patriots and exceed expectations, especially with having John Harbaugh, whatever the frick his name is, on his team.
Oh, so the Eagles have Brandon Graham, Dallas Goedert, Kyle Granson, Dotson. Okay, they don't have. I thought they had a couple more. But, it seems like if they don't hold on to Goddard, I think that could be a big mistake. But yeah, I don't know what to think of the Eagles. I think if the Giants can stay healthy, I think they have a chance at a wild card spot. But depending on when they get Scatterboo and what's his face? Malik Neighbors back. I think it really depends on when that is. I mean, they had 4 wins, but they only had a net points of
the Giants were a better
58.
team than they expect, than their wins, in my opinion. They just their defense choked the game a lot because they were ahead in a lot of games at the end of the games, and they just choked them all. Like if it wasn't for those games, they probably could have made the wild card or had the same.
I really think Oh, I really think the Cowboys might fall off a little bit this year.
No, I feel bad for my dad because he's a Cowboys fan,
Yeah,
but
I
he
don't.
it's
Jerry
just,
Jones. Until
I think
Jerry Jones
this is
leaves.
going to be sounding really, really morbid, but I think the only time the Cowboys are going to be decent and competitive in a competent franchise is when Jerry Jones sadly passes away. He has too much control of the freaking team. He needs to trust his head coach. That's one of the reasons why Mike McCarthy left that team, because he would never have full control of that team, and that understandably can get on a head coach's nerves. And they're
He thinks it's still the 90s.
yeah, he's still you can't compete like it's the 90s anymore. These players are crazy good now. I mean, it's just they were good back then, but they're just built different right now, and I don't know.
Jerry Jones is 83. Please leave, dude.
I mean, he
Please
should take a
leave.
book. He should take a page out of Robert Kraft's book and just go
He
to
will
the
never do that,
salons
though.
and have fun, live his life, and also just let the head coach take over the team. I mean, I feel bad for Schottenheimer because he's
Hire an actual general manager. How about that?
yeah, hire a
That's
general
start.
manager and hire an expensive head coach. Stop taking bargain deals and stop hiring the cheap ass.
Schottenheimer's
head
a really
coaches.
good. Schottenheimer's a really good offensive mind, though. So
He is, and I'm pretty sure they had like I think it was
the
the
Cowboys
top
had
5
one of the
offense
best.
last year.
Yeah, they had one of the best offenses, but one of the worst.
It was
defenses
it
in
was the
league.
worst defense. Well, I say that I think third to last defense because there's the Jets and then there's the Titans.
Jets didn't get a.
Aaron Glenn, I could see him just getting fired after next year or getting fired during midseason.
No, I think he needs to stay there for 2 full years, and then you can fire.
He's last year's coaching class. It's Gerard Mayo. He's just not. His culture's not there. His body language isn't there. Like his.
Well, when you get your 2 best players traded midway through the season, how do you think you're gonna act?
I'm pretty sure he
on
traded
defense?
him. Isn't he? Well,
I don't know if he did.
Even how bad the Patriots defense was last year, they still got like 8 interceptions. A defensive-minded head coach should never have no interceptions on the year. I'm sorry.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
That's horrible. That's god awful, and he needs to learn how to get his team in his players.
Yeah, I think you give him another year. Give him another year.
I think the Jets should hire Brian Flores.
Okay, we're getting too off topic here.
Sorry.
All right.
I just get too heated.
So I think the way the NFC East goes, I think the Washington Commanders stay healthy and they win the division. And then I think the Eagles are second, Giants third, and Cowboys fourth. I think the Cowboys are just not going to be good, and that pick that they sent over to the Jets could be valuable next year. And I think it could set up something for the Jets. I really do. If the Cowboys suck, obviously. But if they don't suck, they could easily swap places with the Eagles. I mean, that division's a toss-up at this point. I don't see a clear-cut anybody that could. I think Washington could easily take the division. I mean, Jaden Daniels was out for half the season. The Eagles have a new offensive coordinator. You don't know how that's going to go.
Jaden Daniels was out most of the season. He wasn't even.
Yeah, I know, but he was out. Yeah, he was out for a while.
It wasn't even half. It was like all the season. He only played I think 3 or 4 games.
All right, on to the NFC North.
The Lions finished last. Holy crap!
Yeah, well, that division was really good this year.
It was. They all won. They were all above 500, which is crazy. Even the Vikings went above 500.
I think the Bears take the division again
Easily.
Yeah. Ooh, but hold on.
No, the Packers aren't that good.
The Packers defense was missing Micah Parsons.
It was, but you shouldn't have to rely on one person.
You're absolutely right, but one person can easily make your defense better.
It could, but I still think the Bears have the better team overall, and I think they're going to own the Packers for years to come, and I do think Jordan Love's time there is coming to an end pretty soon too by his play and his injury.
Yeah, I honestly think the division stays the exact same, minus I think
No, honestly,
Detroit and
I
Minnesota
don't
switch.
think the Packers make the playoffs next year, and I think the Lions will.
Really?
No, yeah, no, that's my surprise pick for not making the playoffs. I think the Packers will finish third, Lions will finish second, and I think the Vikings will finish last because JJ
Yeah,
McCarthy's
I
ass.
think I know Dan Campbell said that he was gonna change shit up after this year.
I
So
mean,
if
he
he
was
could
calling
change it up,
offensive plays this year,
yeah, I
which
know
is
he
just
should know.
no. I mean, no. Well, he wasn't to start the
He
season, and
went
then he
for it way
fired,
too.
and then he fired his offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
He said, "F you, I'm not dealing with your, play calling. You're doing awful. You're not Ben Johnson. I miss my Ben Johnson." That's what he probably
Yeah.
said to him. And
I think no. I think you could. I think the Packers easily could not make the playoffs. I think Minnesota does worse though, because I think Brian Flores could find a job if somewhere else, because I don't know if he wants to stay with Minnesota.
Brian Flores is a head coach. I don't care what anybody says. I
Oh
think
yeah, and he definitely should be,
I
but
think
he's
if the
not going
Jets
to be.
fire Aaron Glenn, they should go for Brian Flores. As much as I don't want the Jets to be good, if they want to be a competent team and at least make the playoffs for the first time in like 17, 18 years, they need to hire a really good coach. And Brian Flores should have never gotten fired from Miami. He should have been their Mike Tomlin. But nope, that never happened. And he's a better coach than Mike Tomlin,
Yeah.
first off, in my opinion.
Yeah, so I think the NFC North ends up being Bears, Lions,
and then Packers third, and then Vikings last. And now the hardest division by far.
Oh God, NFC South.
Buccaneers. Fuck, I don't know.
No, I think the Falcons take the division, dude.
I don't know. They
Kevin's
have Michael
not,
Penix though.
Yeah, but you have weapons. If
do,
anybody
but Kyle Pitts
could
is a free
help
agent.
out, yes, and I think they'll retain him easily. If anybody could, if they re-sign the players they need, I think if anybody can unlock Michael Penix, it could be Kevin Stefanski. I think he'll be a good addition to that team. I mean,
I think they should. I just don't know
they had
about that
an
one.
okay defense last year. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. Actually, it was bad. Never mind. But it wasn't good.
terrible. It was actually a
it
pretty
wasn't-
decent defense. It's just
It
they
was
got
it was
injured.
probably middle. It's middle of the pack.
Yeah, it was a mid.
It was their
defense.
offense that was kind of suspect. But I mean, I think they could take the division if Penix can play better, and if
I
they
don't
can
know.
retain.
I don't
Pitts and
think.
some other
I
guys.
think it's going to be the Bucks. Baker Mayfield's going to go on a revenge tour. If Baker
I
can
think
stay
that's-
healthy,
Yeah,
that's fine. And then the
that
second
would
team,
be.
honestly, I can see the Panthers taking a step forward.
No,
'Cause-
I don't think the Panthers are stepping up. I think they're taking another
no,
backseat.
you don't think that?
I don't think so. No, I think this was a.
Bryce Young, I felt like that playoff game really unlocked him because that playoff game was really good, except that one
I
interception.
watched him during the season. He was the most inconsistent quarterback ever. He would throw for 300 yards and throw
I
for
know,
140
but the
next game.
playoffs are different. Like if you
He
get
was
that
really good
taste
against
of-
the Rams this season. He was really good against the Rams.
I really wish
not
he
good
wasn't,
against. He
but
was not
no,
good
it's
against
just-
the Seahawks. He wasn't good against the 49ers.
I don't know. I still believe in Bryce Young more than CJ Stroud.
I
Stroud's
believe in
gonna go
him, but I honestly think the New Orleans Saints could be a sleeper second seed.
Oh, they are
in the
they
division.
definitely was, especially with Tyler Shook. That
Yeah.
guy is he may be
And
27, a 27-year-old.
Who's their offensive or who's their coach?
Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore.
He's a
yes.
really good offensive mind.
Yeah, no.
And they honestly, they were a terrible team to start off the season last year, Spencer Rattler, but the Saints really turned it around. Like
Oh,
6
they
and
for sure
11,
did.
that I did not expect them to get 6 wins last year. We all thought they were going to get like 2 wins, maybe 3 wins if they were lucky, but 6? It's not bad. I could see them getting 8 wins next year and sneaking into the wild card, possibly. You never know. Especially with that division.
I don't. Yeah, I think the division. I think they could sneak in.
Honestly, this division could be the same exact thing as last year. So
Yeah, I think so as well. I think it could be the exact same placement. I don't see any team going above 10 wins for sure. I mean, nobody in that division had a plus. Nobody had a high above 500 percentage for wins. They were at the highest was 8-9. You know, 3 teams that were 8-9. You had 3 teams that could have made the playoffs. You know, if it went their way.
Yeah, if it went their way, though, that whole, yeah, no, there's a good chance where they could all make the playoffs next year. By the looks of it, you never know.
I don't think they will.
If they split their season series together, hey, you never know. The unexpected.
You
can
never know.
expect-
You're
can-
absolutely right.
So who do we have winning the division?
It's a toss up.
I got
I
the
think-
Bucks.
I
I trust Baker
I-
Mayfield in that coaching staff.
I know you do, but I think Todd Bowles, I think this is his last year. I think their defense is finally just gonna give out. I don't trust their team to stay healthy. I mean, they haven't been able to stay healthy.
If the Bucks can
just
stay
fact.
healthy, they're number one. If they can't
Yes,
stay
if
healthy,
they
it's the Atlanta Hawks or
The
Falcons. That's a bird. If
Yeah,
the
I
Atlanta
think-
doesn't do that good, then it's the Panthers. But I think it's
I know I'm putting a lot of weight on the Falcons, but I think they have a very good roster.
they got cool jerseys. I'll give it to the Falcons. Effort.
Yeah.
All right. Now
NFC
to your domain. I'll let you have this whole entire series. I'm gonna go get
Oh,
something
you don't
to drink.
even want to talk?
Nope. This is for you. This is all you.
Oh my God, where do I begin? I think the 49ers are done. I don't I don't see them even scratching the playoffs next year. They're gonna be missing some guys, a lot of guys coming off of ACL tears. I mean, you're still gonna have Christian McCaffrey, you're still gonna have Brock Purdy, you're still gonna have the Kyle Shanahan offense that is going to win you games. But you're losing Robert Saleh again. And the last time they lost Robert Saleh, their defense the next year was not good. I mean, hold on. They had a really good team this year. They're gonna lose out on some people, obviously. Let's look up who their free agents are. I think they have a couple ones. They have Juwan Jennings, Kendrick Bourne, Jordan Elliott, Kevin Givens, Luke Gifford. They have some O linemen, their kicker, punter. I mean, you're having a bunch of guys coming back from injury. I don't see them going far. I really don't. Obviously, anything can happen in a Shanahan offense, but I don't see it. I don't see a 49ers. I don't think the Cardinal. I think the division stays the same, honestly, like the exact same seeding. Wins are gonna be a toss up, but I think the Seahawks, if they can take what this year gave them and just keep capitalizing on it, I don't see their momentum stopping. I mean, they have one of the best defenses in the league. They don't allow a lot of points. They don't allow a lot of big plays. They're pretty good they are pretty good in the red zone. I mean, the Rams are going to be there, obviously. Sean McVay, I like him more than Kyle Shanahan right now. I mean, he can win a Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan has yet to do that. He's been to 3, 1 as a coordinator, 2 as a head coach, and he hasn't been able to accomplish that. And I mean, he got outcoached by Mike Macdonald once Mike Macdonald was able to get the offense or the defense going. And in the last 2 games only allowed 9 points combined, while Shanahan's defense allowed 54 points. So it's a wide margin. Obviously, they were missing players, but they're always missing players. They can't stay healthy, and whether it's because of conditioning, whether it's because of the tech or the electric whatever facility near their place that is causing more injuries or what. But I mean, they can't stay healthy. You had so many players get injured, and I'm sick of the 49ers fans go, "Oh, if we weren't injured." You're always injured. You can't say if we weren't injured when you're always injured. The only time you weren't injured this season was at the beginning of the year when you beat the Seahawks. You beat the Seahawks because this was Sam Darnold in a completely new system. A new system he was not, completely prepared for yet. And going against a team that he hasn't gone against that much in his career. And you could definitely tell it was early season. The jitters were still there. He had some terrible decisions in that game, but that was early season. As 49ers fans are always going to bring up the first game of the season. They were doing that all season, and I was just laughing by the time we just dismantled them at the end because we all know that they're going to get injured. So I think it's going to go Seahawks, Rams, 49ers, Cardinals. I think it's the same thing. I don't see the Cardinals getting much better. I mean, they still have Kyler Murray. That enough said.
So
I think
telling me
Seattle's only going to get better.
Seattle's gonna be really good next year. Yeah.
Obviously, losing their offensive coordinator is not something you want, but this is the third time they've lost an offensive coordinator, so I really don't give a shit. I mean, I think this is Jackson Smith and Jigba's third or fourth offensive coordinator coming in, whoever it is. I don't even know who it is yet. But yeah.
Just had to get some Coke and whiskey.
Coke and whiskey. Alrighty. Are we signing off?
And I think that is it for this.
Yeah,
that's the finale of the football season for us.
Yeah. Thank you for watching Couch Potato Sports Reports. I am Zach, and
I am Dakota. You guys have a great rest of your night.